Okay, we're back with Murder by Numbers. I want to come back to this at some point and actually finish up these memories, but they are a bit tricky. For now, though, we're going to go over here, load game. I think it doesn't really matter. Do you have anything else for us, Becky? I don't think so. I think we've already cleared out all your options. Let's take a quick look at everywhere else. Casey said he'd meet me in the parking lot. I shouldn't keep him waiting. Let's go to the office real quick. Here. Alright, let's go to the parking lot. There you are. I can't wait to pour drinks, put some music, and relax. Maybe you can even still salvage what's been, let's face it, a bloody awful day. About the can't wait. You're flaking on me? Sorry, I need to talk to Detective Cross. I found something, and I think John is innocent after all. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine in jail cell for a night. Just remind him of his basement. I'm being serious, Casey. I feel terrible. I convinced Cross to arrest him, but now he's out on his own, probably handcuffed to a table. How would you like it? Not exactly my scene, but someone says I should be less picky. Why is the volume so low? Sorry, I didn't mean to be such an ass. It's just I've barely seen you outside of work lately. I miss our catch-ups. I know. Divorce isn't as simple as they make it out on TV. Do we see you need something to sign or some lawyer to talk to? How about tomorrow? We can do the whole drinks and music thing. Maybe catch a movie. Would you believe that Scott's never seen Casablanca? Play it again, Scout. I'm sorry, Casey. Okay, seriously, it's like really low. No, I didn't mean that. You know what? Don't worry about it. Okay, now the music's in, it's fine. You two better go free your little lost boy. If he is innocent, he'd need someone like you on his side to show him way back to Neverland. New location discovered, LAPD Precinct 13. Okay, let's talk to Casey real quick. I thought you were running out to save John. You sure you don't mind canceling tonight? It's fine. It's just the downside of being friends with someone who's nice, I suppose. Hey, I balance you out. I'm the yin to your yang, the Sony to your Cher. Are you trying to imply Cher isn't the nice one? Careful, there might be another murder on the cards tonight. What about you? What are you gonna do now? I'm booked to work a photo shoot tomorrow afternoon. Murder Mystery might be on summer break, but this guy sure as hell ain't. You're in demand. My acting coach always used to say hello to, just used to say to book all the jobs you can because one day there won't be any. Oh, sorry, babe. I didn't mean that. Don't sweat it. I'm happy for you, really. At least things are going well for one of us, right? I wonder if they'll cancel the show now that Blake's gone. I'm not sure. He was the creator. I can't imagine Murder Mystery without him. But it was doing well in the ratings, and it makes a lot of money for the studio. I'd be surprised if they find a way to keep it going. I just don't know if I can handle another year at Becky without you around. You know, you could possibly get your job back. Like only fired you because he was being blackmailed. Maybe. Doesn't feel like now's the time to ask. Oh, sorry. I know Blake's not even the ground yet, but could you possibly reverse the last decision he made? Thanks. Yeah, that'd be cold, even for you. Hey, I'm not cold. I'm just take a while to warm up. I'm warm temperature at least. Okay, so there's nothing here. Yeah, there's no puzzles over here. Go to the city map. We're gonna go to the LAPD precinct. It's been years since I was in here. See that gun on the wall behind the desk? I stuck that there 15 years ago. You spent time in a police station? Not in the way you're thinking. My dad used to work here. Oh, this could be to our advantage. Having an ally in the police could... Dad passed away, Scout. A long time ago. We're on our own here. Speaking of which, John's probably alone in the interview room. We'll cross right now. Keep quiet. You might be able to hear what's going on. I'm telling you, I wasn't there. You think you're tough, Redfern? But I'm gonna get you to crack, even if it takes all night. Honor, Detective Cross is gonna crack John. We have to stop him. Shh, he'll hear us. Hi, Detective. You. What are you doing here? I found new evidence. Head to the front desk, okay? I'll get to it in the morning. But maybe you haven't noticed, but I'm busy right now. If you want to talk, come back tomorrow. If you'll excuse me. Damn it. He's locked the door. Hey, open up! You got the wrong guy in there. If Cross won't do his job, then we'll have to do it for him. What are you suggesting? All the case evidence is behind the front desk, right? Let's take another look. We must have missed something. Behind a desk? What if someone sees us? Let me worry about that. Can you try scanning the murder weapon again? I can conduct a micro-level scan, but it will take some time. Let me just make sure there's no other evidence that it needs to be scanned. Oh, this is going to be a bit... Okay. Well, actually, this is not that bad because we have the top row, which is already done. We don't have to worry about that. And this row is already done. So that fixes a lot of stuff right off the get-go. We can just do that. What else? We have this, that. Okay, so those all have to be in right there. That makes things nice and easy because then we can just go one at a time. So that's going to be that line's done. We know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that has to go like that. That's 1. So that's cleared now down 2. This has 2 left, so we just can go ahead and cross that off the line. That's got to be blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's done. What else? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's line's done. We can already just assume that this is a 2. So that'll be fine. That's good. That'll go there. That's fine. Oh, wait. So this line's also good. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 11. So this is also going to be filled up. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's take it one step at a time. So that's good. That. Okay. I should have spotted that earlier. I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay, so that's gotta be 2. We can do that. That has to be, this has to be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Same thing over here. It's gotta be that. Okay, so we have 1 and 2 on this line. In order for that to fit, because we have this spot right here, we can't fit 2 here. It'd have to go like this. Oops, no. It had to go like this. That's the only way that can fit. So we got 1 and 1 here. We can already cross these 2 out. Like that. Okay, so we have a 6 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in order for here, we know these 2 have to be fit. These 2 are obviously filled no matter which direction we go with this, right? So with that knowledge, we can go. We can also do this too, where because this spot's here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 because it can be that one. So that's 4. We'll put that right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that there. That clears that line out. We're good. 2's right here, which crosses that. 2's right there, which crosses that. And then we have 2 more right there. Cool. That's solved. Can't go there, which does mean that it has to go there, which crosses off this. Which means that's that 1, that's that 2. 1, 2, 3? No. But that we can clear that off. Got it. We can assume that these won't be taken, which means these 3 will be good. 2, 2, 1, 2. So that's good on that front. Oh, wait. Nothing else will be there. We only have the 2 spots here for the 6, so that clears that. That has to be that. Good. 2. Has to be there. That's good. Okay. Okay, for that to be 2, 1, 4. So go like that. There we go. That's clear. There we go. Done. What the hell is it? A fingerprint? And we get the S rank for the memory. Did you find it? There are faint prints in the ward statue. They're oval-shaped and quite intricate patterns. You mean fingerprints? Of course, I'll update my image database. When we find a batch of these prints, we'll know who held the murder weapon. But how do we find a match? We don't have any fingerprint records to compare against. The police have a database. If it would only have the prints of people who've been arrested before, but it's worth a try. Good idea. Do you have access to the database? I don't have the password if that's what you mean. Can't you network with it or something? That's not how networking works, Honor. Besides, I don't have any communications hardware, so I... Huh, that's odd. It seems I do have a communications port, but the relevant subroutines were damaged. Can you fix them? I can try. Attempting data recovery. Wait, Scout, what's happening? Initializing boot up procedure, acquiring hardware capacity, propulsion online, imaging online, network online, microphone array online, speech and synthesis online, knowledge database online, connecting to test server, success. Boot sequence looks good. How's your memory clock? Stable at 150 megahertz. I'm reading an average efficiency increase by 1.6 since yesterday. Damn it. Did I do something wrong? No, but I bet Tom that overclocked. Wouldn't be stable. Guess I'm buying lunch today. We gotta get him ready for another test. They're gonna be here in 10 minutes. 10 minutes? I only just started basic diagnosis. There's nothing we can do. If the administrators were to refocus R&D, screw the administrators. We can't change the parameters like this. Sorry, Scott. Looks like you're in for a long day. You're back. Thank God, I thought I lost you. What happened? There was an unexpected payload inside the damaged communication... In English? I remember something. Why is the sound, like, the effects volume so low? I have to change that when I get a chance. There was a bright room. People were arguing. Do you know where you were? I think it was some kind of laboratory. There were computers and machines. Maybe that's where you were created. I wish I could remember more. You think there might be other memories you haven't found yet? It's possible, but I have no way of knowing where they are or what they might trigger them. If there's no more to uncover, we can find it together. I promise I'll help you, and I mean it. Thank you, Honor. I'm so glad I found you. In the meantime, how about that communication code? Could you access the police computer? I think I've restored that functionality. Give me a moment to make a connection. Solve these puzzles without the use of X or hints? Okay, well that's really not that bad, because we could just do that, that. That. Which clears that up. Found a match for the fingerprint. Well, don't keep me waiting, Scout. Who is it? A man called Frank Pritchell. Who? 34-year-old, prior arrest for assault and extortion. 2 charges were dropped. There's a photograph attached to the file. You may want to see this. He looks familiar, but something's not quite... my god, it's Tully. I almost didn't recognize him with red hair. That explains the bottle of hair dye. He must have had it in case he needed a quick disguise. Threw on a pair of overalls and made a story about working on the set. I mean, the whole stupid thing was just an act. He was there to blackmail Blake. Which did not go according to plan, as we heard on the tape. Blake threatened to call the police. So Frank grabbed the closest thing to hand, one of the rewards from behind Blake's desk. But now we know who you are, Frank. We're coming for you. Man, do I need a coffee. You're still here? Don't you have someplace else to be? Okay, one thing I need to do. Oh, that would probably explain it. Everything is just so low for me. Yeah, I knew we had the wrong guy based on responses, but I mean, it was the only one that made sense at the time. You aren't gonna leave me alone, are you? How's the interview going? The guy's driving me crazy. I don't know how he does this. He's clamped up tighter than a rhino in a wetsuit. I know why he's not talking. Why? Because I'm not going hard enough? No, he's not talking because he's innocent. Are you serious? An hour ago, you wanted me to throw the book at him. I've been trying to tell you since we got here. How many times do I gotta tell you? You're not a real detective. You can't walk in here and expect me to overturn hours of work just because you've changed your mind. Everything I've seen points to John. Unless I missed something, the case is closed. We found evidence that I told you. Put it on the front desk. I'll get to it tomorrow. We need to see this now. What could possibly be that important? I don't want to believe it either, but I was wrong. We found fingerprints on the murder weapon. Fingerprints? They match a police file by the name of Frank Pritchell, better known to us as Tully. He was disguised, but it's him. How'd you lift the prints? The lab told me they don't have a slot for hours. Scout did a microscan of the reward. When they had an image of the prints, I searched. You hacked into the police computer? I should have you both arrested. For solving your case? Get your priorities straight, detective. Frank Pritchell killed Blake. He's out there somewhere. Wait a second. Where are you going? We got Pritchell's address on file. We gotta call the guy before he leaves town. If he gets away now, the chief's gonna bust me down the traffic. What about us? We found the evidence. Absolutely not. You stay here, and I mean it this time. Don't move until I get back. I assume we'll be ignoring his instructions as usual. Catch on pretty quick, Scout. Detective left the station in a hurry, but flashing lights and a screaming siren aren't hard to follow. As I drove, my mind turned to the day's events. Blake's death, Scout's appearance, John's arrest, Frank's guilt. It seemed like the whole world was turning inside out, a dizzying whirlwind with me at the center. Up ahead, I saw Cross pull to the curb outside the apartment block, Frank's place. There was a crowd of people gathered outside. A yellow cordon fluttered in the breeze. Something wasn't right. Frank Pritchell was dead. They said it was suicide. A note in his apartment said he hadn't meant to kill Blake. Things got out of hand. He couldn't live with himself. The usual stuff. I set everything up neatly enough for the police. Case closed. But it wasn't enough. Not for me. I wanted answers. I wanted to know why I was involved. And then I wanted out. To run away, regroup, and salvage whatever was left of my life. Little did I know. The universe had a different plan for me. Case closed. Okay, so now we got the new case unlocked. Let's see. We'll get over here. It's like I said, at some point I'll need to go through all of this. But let's go ahead and start case 2. Can't end the stream after 20 minutes. We gotta continue. It had been a great start to the summer. The job I loved, my whole career was gone. I was lost. That was the least of my worries. I hadn't seen a real body since Dad's funeral, but suddenly I was haunted by death. First Blake, and the man who killed him. And somehow, in a way I couldn't begin to understand, I was the center of it all. The only good thing to come out of that day was meeting Scout. But he had problems of his own. Could he even understand what I was going through? still. It was good to have someone to talk to. It was a nice feeling. Comfortable. I wonder how long it would last. See, what did I tell you? Your friends are late. I said that we should have taken a cab. You want to really miss your own award show? They'll be here, Mom. They're probably stuck in traffic. Dick Stanford is hosting this year. I bet he's not stuck in traffic. He's a professional. I asked Casey to drive me to the awards. I can't bail on him just because you invited yourself along at the last second. Well, it's not like you're gonna bring a date, is it? Speaking of which, I saw Ryan the other day. Ryan and I are through, Mom. Divorced. It's over. With that attitude, I'm hardly surprised. There's no substitute for a good man, I should know. That reminds me, I found something yesterday while I was clearing out the drawer. Think of it as an early birthday gift. My birthday was 3 months ago, Mom. Why do you always gotta make a big deal out of everything? Just take it. Oh, okay, so we got a puzzle here. Okay, so we can solve that one. That's an easy line. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 4. Okay, cool. Okay, we don't know that one yet, but we can safely cross off that, which means that's crossed off. That's crossed off. Okay. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up, something got screwy. Okay, so what can we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know those gotta be solved. That's fine. That's fine. This is all correct. What else can we do? There's no way that doesn't get filled. I think we can safely fill those two out. Those two out. Okay, so this has to be the 4, right? There's no other way to go about this. So we do that, which means that's there. Which cuts that off. Which cuts all this off. Okay. Which means that's done. Okay, that wasn't that bad. I just fucked up royally on the first part. Jewelry? Mom, I don't... Open it up. There's a photograph inside. Oh, wow. Why is that police officer standing in the front of a giant brown hat? Must have been at least 25 distance in diameter. How big must the person who wears that hat be? I'll need to add this to my database. No, Scout. That's the Brown Derby on Wilshire. I loved that restaurant as a kid. It isn't just any police officer. It's a photo of your father. Not that it's any of your business. Really, Honor. I don't know where you found this thing. It's not even human. Correct. I am not human. I am Scout. You better point that camera of yours someplace else before... Don't start, Mom. I'm just happy you found this photo. I know I have a lot of pictures of Dad. Good to see him again. Thanks for this. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm late. Traffic was... It's about time you showed up. I always thought you were unreliable, but this takes the cake. Miss Mazzari? Delightful to see you as always. Honor, you didn't tell me your mother was coming. You could have warned me. I would have brought my wooden stake. Sorry, I didn't know until today. Trust me, she wasn't exactly my first choice for a +1 either. On second, I think that's my phone. Honor, you know how my ankles get if I have to stand for too long. Uh-huh. Okay, we'll see you there. Bye. Becca said she doesn't have a ride anymore, so she'll meet us there. Oh, are we going? Are you two gonna stand here yapping until sundown? I'm gonna sit in a car before I catch a cold. It's the middle of June. You considered putting yourself up for adoption? I guess we should get going. Right you are. Wouldn't want her heart to thaw out in a hot car, would we? New collection discovered, Orpheus Theater. Okay, let's talk to Casey real quick. So, ready for the Starshine Awards? I've been better. I'm still kind of processing, you know? I don't want to bug you, but the last time you were this quiet was because of that douchebag, so I was a little worried. Well, you shouldn't. No matter how bad things get, I'm never going back there, I promise. You spoken to your agent about getting new roles? You could always put out some feelers amongst our stylist network. We hear everything. Truth be told, I haven't even told her. I don't want to rush into anything, and my savings will last another couple months. I'll be fine. Of course you will. I mean, you got me, haven't you? And I guess you got Scott now, too. But just to clarify, I'm still crazy you have a little flying robot. That's fine. I'm not jealous. Do you think it's a bit weird that Dick Stanford is hosting the awards? A retired chat show host is hardly going to bring in viewers, is he? You know him, Marcine. The stylist I know at the Late Late Show? She said it's because he runs the Starshine Committee. Uses his clout to demand they make him the presenter. Sounds about right for this town. If he's been running the rewards this long, must be doing a good job. Can't say I particularly want to watch him. Me either. But Mom won't shut up about the guy. He's the only reason she's coming. I swear, when he quits TV, she was sadder than when Grandpa died. Speaking of which, I think we better go soon. If your mom stares at me from that car for much longer, she'll bore a hole in my head. It's been fun having Scott at my place, but I'm exhausted. The little guy's been soaking up information like a sponge ever since we watched Casablanca. We've watched 26 movies over the past 9 days. I wanted to see more, but Honor was running out of tapes. I warned you about getting square eyes from watching that much TV, but it's not just TV. He's read almost every book I own. He loved Dad's old mystery novels. If I can learn the techniques of all the great detectives, I might be able to find out where I came from. I can't believe anyone would build something as credible as Scout, and then just throw them away in the junkyard. Wherever they are, they don't deserve him any longer. Forget about them. I already did. That's the problem. Alright, I guess we're going to be moving to the next section, which is the Orpheus Theater. Go check that out real quick. Well, I never. They actually gone all out on the decorations this year. There's a champagne waiter. Hey, hello, over here. Honor, what's up? Everyone's staring at us. At me. What do you expect? This is what you signed up for when you became an actress. I'm gonna find our table. Do people know about what happened to the studio? About Blake? You know Hollywood, Honor. News travels fast. They'll get over it. What's the matter with you people? You there in the cheap jacket. Maybe you should spend less time gawping at us and more time in front of a mirror. That wig isn't fooling anyone. Nicely done. I wish I could make that big of an entrance. Ryan? The hell are you doing here? Ah, Casey, loud and clueless as always. I'm here because I was invited. Were you, or did your Honor just bring you along out of pity? Oh, of course. I had forgotten they added an award for Exclusious Ex-Husband of the Year. I'm rooting for you, Ryan. It's about time people recognize how good you are in that role. Thanks, Casey, but I can handle them. Should you go check on Mom? Make sure she's okay? Fine. But she's a step up from this bottom feeder. I heard about your showrunner. Hard to believe that kind of thing can really happen, isn't it? Not when you've seen the body firsthand. You must have been overwhelmed. Sorry I wasn't there to help. Thanks, but I don't need your help. I did fine just on my own. Really? That's not what I heard. Is it true the murderer died before the cops could get to him? Took a dive off the 10th floor? 2 dead in 1 day, and both times you were just a little too late. Gotta say, that doesn't sound just fine to me. But I guess you're still too proud to admit you need my help. I did the best I could under the circumstances. I'm sure you did. Just something to think about, I guess. Anyway, I gotta go. Got some business to see to. Enjoy the ceremony. That was my ex-husband. He's an ass. That's not the definition I have on file for ass. What time does the award show start? Can't wait to see what it's like. I'm not sure. I think I got the details here somewhere. Alright, so we already got another puzzle. Let's see here. So that's... Where to start on this? That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... Okay, so there's nowhere really obvious to start. But what we can do is we can go ahead and... So this has got to be 6. No, these 2 are filled up automatically. So we can do that. What else is another one we can do? We can do 12 out of 15. How do you do this? 12 would be these... Like that. Those are going to be filled up no matter what. Okay, so on this line, we have one here. So in order for that, we would never be able to put it there. So we already crossed that off the list. Which means this can't be used anymore. 1, 2, 3, which means these can be. Actually, these would all be. And we don't know if it's going to be this spot or this spot. Which kind of clears all that off the board, which clears that off the board. So we got at least one line done. So that's 9 and 4. So we can go ahead and just assume that's on the table. There we go. Because that's a 4, we can go ahead and assume this is all good. We gotta leave one space because it could be here. With 6, that puts this right here. 5. Actually, because we still have to put a 1 somewhere, right? Which means that has to go there and that has to go there. 3, 2. I think we can go ahead and assume that, which means that's off the board. Three, two, one. One, 1, 2, so that has to go there, which means that's all good, that's all good, there we go. All of this can't be used, so we're fine on that. That can't be used because it has to be 5, so we go right there. That's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome to the 21st Annual Starshine Awards, hosted by Dick Stanford. I know that name. Your mother has mentioned him 43 times so far today. Yeah, she's kind of obsessed. He used to host a late night talk show, Back Talk. Says here he's getting a Lifetime Achievement Award to be presented by his former co-host Kathleen Cartwright. It's about time too. He's a legend. What are you doing here? Did you find our table? Of course I did. I'm not about to sit here all alone with that Casey. I don't like the way that boy looks at me. No wonder you can't find a girlfriend. I don't have time to go into that right now. I can't see Dick anywhere. Think he had to cancel? Jesus, Mom, give it a rest, will you? He's probably backstage. All these people. Why don't they just sit down so I can see? You with the serving tray, get out of the way! Becky, never thought I'd say this, but thank God you're here. Me? Miss the Starshine Awards? Never. Just had stuff to deal with at home. But you understand, Honor. You're always talking about how crazy your mom is. She said what? Becky, this is my mom. Oh, hi. Heard so much about you. She's just kidding, Mom. Yeah, I think that was him. Stanford. Dick. Dick, over here. She moves fast for an old lady. I swear to God, if your mother gets us kicked out of the Starshine Awards, I better go find her before she does anything crazy. Location discovered backstage. Okay, so there's no more to discover around here. Let's go ahead and drop a quick save. So far, not really struggling on any of the puzzles, which is fine. Mom? Mom, are you back here? I can't believe I'm actually trying to find my mom. Give me a moment to scan the area. I might be able to see where she went. There's no obvious ones to start here, so that's a bit of a problem. It's only a 10 by 10. Okay, so I think the ones here is we want to start with one of the 8s. So what can we do with this? We have a 4. We have a 4 by 4. It's gonna be 4. I think no matter what, it's gonna be one of these 2 spots. Like, it kind of has to be. No matter where we put the 4, these 2 spots are gonna be taken, right? So we can just cross that off the list. I think this one gets taken up no matter what. Yeah, I can't think of a single position where that doesn't get taken. Okay, so if that's a 3, we know that can't go there. So that's an easy one to do. This is actually gonna be a bit rough. Can't go there because it requires 4, right? Oh, actually, now that we have that unlocked, now that we know that that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 3 are going to be taken no matter what, right? Which honestly kind of tells me that this spot can't be taken. This spot would be. So it's going to be like that. These spots are taken no matter what. This spot won't be. Okay, we have this one left. The only thing that would fit for this would be these 2 in this spot. So we can go ahead and cross that off. There we go. Place that. That's 2, so that can't go there. 2 goes there. That's good. These lines get cleared. That gets cleared. Bing, bing, bing. That's done. That's done. Can't be there. Has to go there. Interesting. There's a bow tie on the floor over here. It seems to be... I hate to interrupt, but my mom wasn't wearing a bow tie. Perhaps not, but my scans indicate this was moved very recently. In fact, based on the crumpled angle of the fabric, your mother could be... coming this way. Someone's coming this way. Who? Ah, good. You heard about the flowers? Yes, I have strict care instructions. First, remember to water them 6 times a day, 7 on weekends. What on earth are you babbling about, girl? Dick, glad to have finally caught up with you. I just wanted to say what a big fan I am and... Sorry, I don't do autographs. Now about those flowers. I specifically asked for aesthetic lilies, but you gave me Alstroemeria. An easy mistake. An Astromeria. Is this a new coffee machine? I'll take a Purple Grand Non-Fat Latte with no foam. So, what do you say for yourself? Come on, I haven't got all day. What's that you got in your hand? Bow tie, but... That thing again? I told you before, Dick Stanford does not wear a clip-on. They're cheap and tacky. The damn things don't even get tight enough. I have to be on stage in my turtleneck. I'm gonna look like some kind of an amateur. I don't work here, I'm just... No excuses, it's all in my contract. You'll be hearing from my lawyers about this. Wait, Dick, I wanted to... So that's Dick Stanford, huh? What a guy. He's obviously just stressed. When the show's supposed to be starting anyway. Oh, okay, so it was just that one puzzle. Why is it so quiet? Is it just me? I wonder how that's going to come up on the... It's weird because... Maybe that's better? I don't know. Alright, let's question our mother. Mom, are you okay? What? Of course I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be? It was pretty rude. I know you're a big fan of Dick, but you gotta admit, that was pretty rude. It was just stress. I'm sure he's not normally like that. He loves his fans. I'm not surprised he's a little on edge with all the... He was all but forced into retirement. Imagine if the show was taken away from you. Well, I wasn't sure how to tell you this, but if you ask me, Mr. Stanford has every reason to be upset. They made him retire just to replace him with that idiot Bobby Price. All because he isn't young? Or what's the word, rad? Back in my day, radical used to mean some kind of hippie. I'm surprised you wanted to come out tonight. I thought you didn't like award shows. I don't. Why would I want to see a bunch of overpaid nobodies getting rewards for standing in front of around a camera? Thanks, Mom. Don't give me that look. You know how I feel about modern television, all style and no substance. What about Dick Stanford? He works in TV and you're his biggest fan. It's completely different. He's got style, he's got flair, he's got a huge stick up his class. That's what sets Dick Stanford apart from the rest. He's a dying breed, Honor. When you said he was going to be here, I knew I had to come and support him. Him? What about me? My show's up for an award too, you know. Why do you always have to make everything about you? Did you know Ryan's here? He's the last person I want to talk to right now. You're bound to jump into him occasionally. He's got good connections. I've always said he's had a head for business. Don't find a man like him every day. Thank God for that. Just try and be civil. It's not his fault you decide to leave him. Okay. Why are you showing me that? Oh, didn't you want to know the time of the show? I'm not going to keep that thing, are you? It's again for the locket, Mom. Your father was a good man. He needs things to remember him by. Well, okay, well, if there's nothing else here... Where have you been? They're about to start. Wouldn't want you to miss anything when I get called up to collect Best Actress. Quinn? Did you watch this season? I killed it. There's no way I'm not taking home that trophy. You keep quiet. Dick is about to come on. Yeah, Becky. Keep quiet or... Shh! Yes, ma'am. Welcome, everyone, to the 21st Annual Starshine Awards. I'm Dick Stanford, and I'm Kathleen Cartwright. I've got to tell you, Dick, it's so good to be back on stage with you tonight. Thank you, Kathleen. Isn't it a wonderful reunion? I've always said we'd make a great team. Now, before we begin with the rewards, I wanted to say how grateful I am to all of you who are out there supporting me since my retirement. My fans mean everything to me. I may not have my show anymore, but I have your support. Let me tell the world tonight, Dick Stanford is not dead yet. That's a weird thing to say in a murder game. Thank you, and now onto the rewards. We begin with Best Actress. These lovely young ladies have graced our screen this year with their beauty and poise. And some of them managed to remember their lines too. Yes. The Starshine Committee has nominated some very talented actresses this year. Very true, the competition was fierce, but there can only be one winner, and there was one name in particular that we just couldn't ignore. And now my lovely assistant Kathleen will do the honors and open the golden envelope. The winner is Sarah O'Hara of Oklahoma Dreaming. Get fucked, Becky. Big round of applause for Sarah, everyone. What a champ. I'm so happy for her. Well deserved, really. She earned it. Becky, people are staring. Let them stare. This is a travesty. It's gotten into you, girl. Keep your voice down. I'm sick of keeping my voice down. These awards are a joke. I worked my ass off for 4 years, and what do I have to show for it? This would finally been my year, but no. Sarah O'Frickin' Are you kidding me? Guess what? You're all dead to me. Yeah, way to kill your own career with that one, jackass. Guess someone's... Yeah, that's a bad joke. Bloody hell. Becky just made Sarah Field look reserved. You hate me. You really hate me. Tough crowd. I better go after her. So, Miss Mazzari, you, enjoying your evening so far? It's no good. She's locked herself in the restroom. I think she dropped something on her way out. Let me take a look. Two, 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we can start with that easy enough. Cross these two off. I think it's safe to say we can cross this off, because that's gotta be... Because that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's gonna be safe to do. We could put those there. Okay. One of the trickier situations here is that this could be 2, this could be the 1, or this could be the 2 as well. We don't really know yet. But we do know this is gonna be the 2. This has got to be the 1. This has got to be the 2. It's the only way that fits. Can't be any of those. Okay, so this 2 right here, right? We have to do this. It's the only way that will fit there. Which we can cross those 2 off. That goes there. Cross that off. That's good. That's good. 2 still goes there, which means that's good. So it can't be that, which means we can go ahead and cross those off. Goes right there. That's good. And then finally, there we go. Torn up speech. Thank you, everyone. I can tell you how good it feels to finally receive the award for Best Actress. Mom, Dad, if you're watching, I told you I could do it. This must have been Becky's acceptance speech, but her parents didn't even turn up. She must have been heartbroken. Crazy night, huh? I'm Bobby Price. Sounds familiar. Have we met? Not until now. But hey, aren't you the girl from the news? The one that solved the murder? This is your little robot dude. That's dope. No, I'm Scout. Bobby Price? What are you doing here? Oh, that's how I know your name. I'd be ashamed to be in the same building as Dick Stanford. You stole a show. What are you talking about? I didn't steal anything. Can't you people leave me alone? I think you're so cool with your clothes and your hair. Dick's show went to hell when you took over. You threw out everything the fans loved. The only thing you idiots kept was the title, and if you ask me, you should have changed that too. Back talk? More like crap talk. Mom. I should get out of here. I think the show's about to start again. But Honor, we should talk sometime. I'd love to have you on for an interview. Thanks. I'll think about it. Do no such thing. He only wants to boost his range before he gets canceled. Dick's got you all brainwashed. I swear, next time I see him... See, what did I tell you? Network TV is full of idiots. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to present this year's Lifeline Achievement Award. Well, this is already off to an ominous start. The dude's not there anymore. There aren't many as well loved in television as tonight's winner. And while he may be retired, I'm sure you'll be talking about him for years to come. I'm pleased to be able to give this award to these lovely flowers to my old co-star, Dick Stanford. Oh, there he is. Oh, these flowers smell incredible. You know how much I love clematis? Thank you, everyone. I spent over 20 years on television, so I've learned a little something about what makes a successful show, and Sorry, it's warm up here. Never thought that my show would... Sorry about this, folks. Dick, are you okay? Have you been drinking? No, I don't... It's so hot in here, and all these people staring. They're waiting to hear from you, Dick. Why don't you tell them about our show? Our show? You mean my show? No, not mine anymore. No, it's his. What are you talking about? Perhaps you better go down and lie down. Bobby Price, that sniveling little... They gave him my show. 20 years and I'm tossed out like... What are you all staring at? Y'all think I'm crazy, don't you? Well, let me tell you something. I don't feel so good. I don't know what to say. Very sorry for all you had to see that. I'm sure he'll be better once he slept it off. Poor Dick. He looked terrible. What do you think was wrong with him? I mean, besides having being a terrible human being? Poor man's obviously having some kind of nervous breakdown. I'm gonna go check on him if no one else will. Gotta admire her dedication. I don't get it. We met Dick backstage, and he was a complete jackass. At least he was living up to his name. But Mom refuses to accept it. She's acting like nothing even happened. If you leave something for long enough, sometimes you don't want to see the truth. Especially if it hurts. Maybe you're right. Looks like the show's finishing up. I guess we can forget about taking home any rewards tonight. Why bother inviting all of us here if we weren't going to win anything? As if you had anything better to do on a Tuesday night. Touché, although there's drag bingo at the club not far from here. We could go tonight. With your mother? Good point. Let's just head home. And that about wraps up everything on yet another wonderful evening. Many thanks to our award winners. On behalf of the Starshine Committee, I'd like to thank everyone... Stop everything. Dick Stanford is dead. Episode 2. Fallen Star. What? Dick's dead? Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. I know a dead body when I see one. I'll call the police. Mom? I went backstage. His door was open and he was... Sharon, do you see who it was? Where did they go? Leave her alone, Ryan. She's in shock. What are you, a paramedic? I'm just trying to help. You want help? Go get her a glass of water. Come on, Mom. You should sit down. He was just lying there, staring up at the ceiling. You want my help? Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a tragedy here tonight. We're lucky enough to have a famous detective in the house. Honor Mazzari, everyone. What the hell, Ryan? You don't need to be modest, Honor. I've all read about how you solved the murder of Blake Patterson. Honor? What's he talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. It seems we haven't all read about it. You know your daughter is a hotshot detective now, Miss Mazzari? Ryan, stop, please. It's not true, I'm sure Honor will be only too happy to kick off tonight's investigation. I'm gonna give her a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. God, he's a fucking prick. Why are you doing this? You better get to the crime scene, Honor. You don't want to be too late yet again. Alright, so we'll go to the dressing room. He's really... Don't think you could just walk away from me, Honor Mazzari. What's going on? Is it true what Ryan said? Is someone dead and you've been acting like some kind of detective? It was just one time. Blake was dead and I don't want to hear it. What were you thinking? It's bad enough you gave up your degree to become some low-rent TV actress. Now this? If your father was here... Mom, Dick Stanford is dead. You gonna help or not? Maybe I should go and put Dick's flowers in some water. They're starting to wilt already. Wait, Kinda early to be collecting flowers for a funeral, isn't it? Do you have someplace else to be? Hey, I'm just here to watch the great detective at work. I'm not a detective, I just... Stay out of my way, okay? I don't want to talk to this prick. Okay, let's go. Do we have to stand there? Oh, now you want to talk to me? I can't believe you called me out on stage like that. You had no right. I hadn't even told Mom about what happened yet. Yeah, I got that impression. Real healthy relationship you got there. As if you have any kind of authority on what makes a healthy relationship. I'm just giving you a chance. A chance to do what? To screw up? Just do whatever you think is best. You're the detective, remember? Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky again. And if not, there's no shame in admitting you need help. What do you think happened to Dick? He was out of his mind. If the stage performance was anything to go by, he probably went nuts and killed himself. You think he would do that? You're the detective. You tell me. Can you think of anyone who might want to hurt Dick? No. But you have connections to people in the TV business. You must have heard something. Yeah, I know people. I don't pay attention to industry drama. Alright, so he's not going to be helpful. So we're just going to go ahead and start the investigation. The body would be the first thing we look at, so... Let me make sure there's no additional puzzle. Oh, there is something over here. So we got a 15 by 10. Ignore that. That was just me being stupid. We can cross that off. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I think we can assume this is going to be wrong. It's not going to be one, and that could not be one, and that will not be one. No, we can't assume that, because that could be one right there. But we can assume the rest of these, because it's only one on those lines. So that's fine. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spill. It's just some kind of struggle, maybe. It smells like whiskey? Whiskey. Fermented grain alcohol. Pairs well with beef and wild mushrooms. So the smell domesticated or imported? Since when do you know so much about whiskey? I scanned a copy of Rise and Shine magazine in the lobby earlier. Phyllis Marlowe's fascination with alcohol is finally starting to make sense. Seems like it was Dick Stansford's fascination too. Must have been drinking before he went up for his reward. I can't believe we're really doing this. You can't? But you know I'm good at finding things. Not just that, everything. We're doing detective work again. How did that happen? I thought we were done when we solved Blake's murder. It was just a one-off thing, wasn't it? We might have been looking for a mystery to solve, but a mystery has found us. Besides, we still had a matter of memory loss to solve. Unless you think we should stop. It sounds a bit fucked up. Stop and miss all this fun. We might be able to crack this case before the cops here can get here. Do you really think so? Well, for you to help me? Why not? Besides, it would really annoy Ryan if we did. That's motivation enough for me. So, I guess that means we're partners now? Just like in the movies. He's looking at you, Scout. Okay. Alright. Let me just make sure there's nothing else in the room. Okay, so we just got a 10 by 10. Five, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can do that really easily. Like that. So we know that's got to go there, right? Which means this can't be those. It won't go there. That has to go there somewhere, right? And that's the only way that fits. I'm pretty sure that's the one. So we can go ahead and safely cross that off the list too, which means all of this is filled. so we can go like that. That's fine. I think it's safe to assume that's going to be the 2, which makes that the 1. So we can cross all of that off. So this isn't... We can go ahead and do that. We can just set that. There we go. So he was strangled? Honor, look at this. There are handprints on Dick's neck. He was strangled. Strangulation. Death by external obstruction to the windpipe, stopping the flow of air to the lungs. Air is important because it contains oxygen, which the brain requires to function. Perhaps it's analogous to the primary bus being obstructed? To my primary bus. Maybe. It's everything from my quick scan. Should I make a more detailed sweep? Not yet. I think we've got enough to suggest what happened here. Oh, you have a theory already. Can't wait to hear it. Okay, here's the thing. We assumed the last time, and that's what fucked us up. Could it be possible? Because he was acting strange beforehand. Could it that been... This is the problem. Okay. Because we found the tape recorder and the death threats in the last case, we naturally assumed that an innocent man was guilty, right? I'd hate to assume that he was murdered just because we had found the handprints on his neck, even though that's because he was acting strange beforehand. There's no reason to suggest that like he could have been murdered by whatever was causing him to die, like to act up weird. Like, if he's complaining about being hot and everything, it's possible an allergic reaction could have killed him through natural causes. But the evidence at this point would suggest murder, like, well, not natural causes. Maybe somebody kicked up an allergic reaction, which would have killed him. He didn't commit suicide. We can safely cross that one off. Dick was murdered. Someone must have been waiting for him backstage. The whiskey suggests he was drunk and he couldn't put up much of a fight. He had put his hands around his neck and lights out for Dick Stanford. But it's one of those things, is like, there's got to be more to this. Scout, was that a quip? It's a quote from one of your detective novels, and I'm working on a routine to make my own. I've got to admit, I'm impressed. No, really. Not bad for someone with no experience or training. Who knows? Maybe this time you'll catch the killer before he jumps off the 10th floor balcony. I don't know. We gotta go with what the evidence is suggesting at this point. The body isn't here. Honor, what are you doing here? Just measuring Dick for a coffin. We're trying to figure out what happened here. I thought I made it clear last time. You're not a detective. But and as for the toaster of yours, I've got no feelings, no intuition. It undermines all the principles of good police work. Don't you at least want to hear what we found? Absolutely not. I've got a trained forensics team coming in. I'm going to hope you two idiots haven't contaminated all the evidence. Now get out of my crime scene. You didn't seem pleased to see us. No, but that's not going to stop us now, right? Right, let's find more evidence. Oh god, I gotta talk to you again? The real cops are finally here. You ready to let them take over now? Not just yet. Did you know Dick personally? I met him a couple times. Can't say I liked him. The guy was always blowing his own horn. Really? I'm surprised you didn't get along. It sounds like you had a lot in common. Funny. Can you think of anyone who might have wanted to hurt him? Not offhand, but the thing is with this town, you never really know anyone. Tell me about it. What do you think of Bobby Price? He looks nervous, doesn't he? Then again, I can't blame him. I hear his show is pretty close to getting canceled. What's your impression of Kathleen? I don't trust her. She's hiding something. Sure it's not just because she's a woman and smart and a woman? I've got no problem with smart women, as long as they're not smarter than you. Are we still talking about Kathleen? Alright, so let's take a quick look around. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so this is probably our closest line that we could probably work with. The problem is I don't know where the one's gonna be. But it's either gonna be here or here. We're gonna assume those 6 lines are gonna be filled. So if it's here, it's gonna go there. But it could still also be here. Right? Okay. That's gonna go there no matter what, which means these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that fits, right? Okay, so far so good. What else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's already crossed off, so we can knock that off. Okay, we're good on that. Oh, come on. I need like one more clue. Oh, well, okay. So this is the 3's got to be here, right? Which means we can solve this part because there's only one combination that works there, which is this. Which means that's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Wait, did I fuck that up? No, because, okay, so that could be... Wait, if that doesn't fit... Okay, if this doesn't fit, right? Hear me out. Because this needs a 2. This can't work. And if that can't work, that means the 3 and the 1 are on this side. Like that. Which would mean... that fits like that. And we still need to fit a 2, which means it can only fit there. This is where shit's a bit tricky. Okay. How about we just work with what's here? Because as long as I don't... Everything else should be correct. So, let's just work with what we got. See, there's nothing I can know for sure. That's kind of the problem. Well... No, we can know that one for sure. How I pulled that one off, I have no fucking clue. It's an old issue of Celebrife. This one features it on Dick Stanford. This one's been written just after he retired. Looks like a typical puff piece, all about what a great guy he is. Something for your database, Scout. Gossip magazines like Celebrife are total garbage for people who don't have lives themselves. I've added it to my database. Thank you, Honor. That's weird. The last page has been torn out. All that's left are the two words, however, rumors. Wonder what the rest of the article said. Okay, so there's obviously still something to find. Okay, actually, this is No, that's stupid. I was gonna say that was 6, 7, 8. But it's a 10 row. What am I doing? Okay. Well, we know it can't be there. Which means it has to be one of these. So we can cross those off. Cross that off. 1, 2. Cross that off. We can just go ahead and cross that off, so that's good. We just have 1 on there, 2 over here, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. A lot of drunks around here. Smells like the whiskey we found in Dick's dressing room. This was his flask? If it was, how did I get out here? Okay, let's go back to the dressing room. No, nothing over here. Main hall, maybe? All the people are gone. What if the killer got away? Not everyone. Bobby and Kathleen are over there. I guess the cops are focusing on anyone with a direct connection to Dick. Oh, that's easy enough. Something like that. Okay, what's the next one we could solve pretty easily? 11 wouldn't be too bad, because we already have 2 right here, so that leaves 13. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's good. 1, 2, 3, something like that. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can go ahead and assume those are connected, which means those are connected, which means that's fine. Which means those are all good. Which means that's all good. Again. Again. Wait a minute. Got ahead of myself there. Oh, I royally fucked up somewhere. No! Okay. Fuck. Got ahead of myself. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All of that's correct. Okay, so we got 9 there. So those 5 are going to be good. It has to be these 7, right? It's the only way it fits. And if that's the case, we can automatically 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 3 are bad. Okay. It has to be these 9. That has to be connected. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Three, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Those get crossed off. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets crossed off. That's 7. I think that gets crossed off too. So we can do that safely. We can do that safely, safely. Someone must have dropped this without realizing. It's nice. Real leather. I wonder who it belongs to. Should try to return it. There's no ID inside, just small bills and a check stub for $50,000. It's paid today. I can't see who paid it to, just an account number. I assume your facial reaction at $50,000 is a lot? It's a hell of a lot. Maybe even enough to kill for. You know, I could be wrong, but I think Ryan used to have a wallet like this. Alright, I guess we'll talk to them here shortly. No more investigation. What? Oh, it's you. Sorry, this whole thing with Dick has got me kind of buggered. Is it true that, is it true what that guy said on stage? You're trying to find the killer? Trying to find what happened to Dick. Just like you did back at the TV studio. Damn, from playing a detective to being a real one. That's a wild career change. Not exactly a real detective. I'm just trying to help. Oh, for sure, that's cool. Wait, you don't think I did it, do you? I'm not like that. Why would I throw my whole career away just to murder some old guy? No secret that you and Dick didn't get along. When you left our table during the ceremony, you said you were going to give him a piece of your mind. It was just talk. But I pick a fight with Dick Stanford. If anything, he hated me for taking over his show. Do you know if anyone else would want to hurt him? Probably a long list. He acts nice in public, but in real life, he's got a reputation. Have you talked to Kathleen? She put up with this grumpy ass for years. How about the chick who started screaming about how she should have won Best Actress? Becky? As much as I dislike her, she's not a killer. You sure about that? She looked crazy enough to do anything. Pretty cute, though. Did Kathleen not get along with Dick? She seemed kind of tense on stage. She had to work with Dick every day for almost 20 years. Forget tense, it's almost like I'm surprised she's still sane. The girl who wanted to win Best Actress is Becky Call. She plays the lead of my show, Murder Miss Terry. I thought she looked familiar. She was pretty pissed about not getting that reward. It's a big deal for her. I guess if anyone could drive her to murder, they do crazy things sometimes. Make mistakes in the heat of a moment. Doesn't make them a bad person. Hey, are you friends with her? I'd love to get her number. To get her on Backtalk, I mean. I bet she'd be a great guest. You took over Backtalk, right? Is that when your problems with Dick started? Yeah, and that asshole knew how to hold a grudge. I'd been on the air 10 minutes and he was already talking shit about me to the press. He's too flashy, he ruined the show. Sure, we updated things a little, but come on, man, the set hadn't changed since 1979. You just ignore him? Sure, but then the hate mail started coming in. He's got all these crazy fans. My ratings crashed. We were already talking about canceling the show. So your TV career was threatened by Dick. Did you say that made you angry? Oh yeah. But I wouldn't kill a guy over it. I hear you're investigating what happened to Dick. Wish you the best of luck. I guess you heard by now. Dick was strangled. Why are you telling this to people? Oh my god, no one said anything about strangulation to anybody else, and you're revealing case details to suspects. That's a fucking mistake. Oh god, please, don't tell me anymore. I could hardly bear to think about it. How long did you and Dick work together on Backtalk? Oh, many years. I heard people say it's hard to imagine there was a time before I was on the show. You weren't there from the start? I didn't join until the second season. They want someone who can attract more viewers. You should have seen the outfits it squeezed me into. Hardly more than swimsuits these some days. That's terrible. It's television, but I stood my ground. I'd like to think I made a difference. How was your relationship with Dick? We got on just fine. Really? When we met, he was kind of an ass. This is Hollywood. Everyone has their problems, but I'm a professional. People who complain get a reputation. Besides, no one wants to hear about backstage drama. They'd rather just relax and enjoy the show. Though I don't think anyone was expecting the show they saw tonight. Do you know Ryan Blackstock? He was on stage earlier. You mean the tall, blonde, and handsome? I was wondering who that was. Funniest thing, I saw him with Dick earlier today. They were getting lunch at Dylan's at Fairfax. Lunch? Why would Ryan be getting lunch with Dick Stanford? Your guess is as good as mine. Whatever it wasn't going very well. It seemed like they were arguing. I wish I could tell you more, but I was in the cab at the time. I only caught a glimpse. You don't think he'd be related to what happened to Dick, do you? What do you know about Bobby Price? He's talented. He's got big shoes to fill, and if he wants to keep hosting Backtalk, he didn't seem like much of a fan of Dick. I never saw eye to eye. Dick hated having his show taken from him, and Bobby hated working in Dick's shadow. Hated enough to kill Dick? Bobby is young, ambitious, and impulsive. More than that, I can't say. my god, there's so many more of these. Let's go backstage real quick. Question you. Kathleen said she saw you and Dick arguing over lunch today. Try to explain. Ah, that was nothing. We were talking about some business. Things got a little out of hand. It happens. Except in this case, the other guy turned up dead a few hours later. What, you think I did it? What is it with you? You always gotta turn me into the bad guy. Just following up on the available evidence. It's nothing personal. I think the scout thing is a bad influence in you. I'm serious. I do my best to support you and you don't make it easy. Hey, you found my wallet. Couldn't help noticing you wrote a big check today. You went through my stuff? You can't help checking it up on you, can you? Don't flatter yourself. I wanted to see whose wallet it was. So what was the money for? Nothing. Just business. $50,000 of business? That's a lot of nothing. I don't have to explain myself to you. Get that away from me. Damn it, Honor. You know I can't stand the smell of whiskey. Why not? That's not... A week before we got married, you got wasted and crashed his dad's yacht in the San Diego pier. I don't know what was worse, the broken arm or the 3-day hangover. Thanks for reminding me. What's your point? Oh, is that whiskey? You know I hate that stuff. According to this magazine article, there was some kind of rumor going around about Dick. Know anything about that? Nope. You know I keep out of the showbiz drama. Oh, that's an idea. Let's go back and, main hall. I heard Dick was arguing with Ryan Blackstock earlier today. Do you know him? You know anything about that argument? Ryan who? Sorry, I don't know the guy. Have you read the Celeb Life article about Dick? Nah, seeing his photo on the front cover was enough to put me off. Is there any It says there were some rumors going around about Dick. Figures. A lot of my crew worked on the old show with him. From what I hear, he wasn't exactly easy to work with. Anything bad enough that would have wanted to kill him? Sorry, I don't remember. Have you seen this article about Dick and Celeb Life? Of course. Dick was very proud of his front page billing. I'm guessing he was less happy with how the article ended. Something about rumors? We're still missing part of the article. Let me guess, the entire last page was torn out? Dick did that to every last copy he could get his hands on. He never could take criticism very well. Personally, I think it's good that these magazines do a little digging occasionally. Call it investigative journalism if you like. So do you think there's some truth to the rumors they printed? Can you tell us more about what they were? Sorry, I'd love to talk, but I have to take this. Convenient. Okay, so there's still something I'm missing. Who spilled whiskey in Dick's dressing room? Do you know anything about that? Whiskey? Must have been his. Do you recognize this hip flask? It's yours? Detectives always have them in the movies. I've never seen one in real life before. Why are you showing me that? Does it belong to Dick? I don't think so. But you saw what he was like on stage tonight, drunk as a sailor. Is there a chance the hit flask belongs to anyone else? We should investigate every possibility. Well, it could be Bobby's. I heard he started drinking to cope with the stress. The production team aren't happy. Imagine going to all the trouble of rebooting a talk show just to have a new show to cart off to rehab. You mentioned Bobby Price has a drinking problem. Not deny it, I'm sure, but I've heard plenty of stories. Way to calm his nerves, I suppose. What do you think he's nervous about? All the usual. His performance, his ratings, Dick giving him a hard time. Now a murder too. It's no wonder the poor kid has issues. Hey, Bobby. So you're an alcoholic, huh? That's not what I've heard. Is it true you drink when you're stressed? What? That's crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. In fact, I've seen Dick with the hip flask backstage. It's probably his. You saw how he acted on stage. The guy was a drunk and an ass. You still here? What if forensics fine? We're still waiting on blood tests, but my professional opinion? Dick Stanford was strangled to death. We knew that already. Oh. Well, we also found whiskey spilled on the floor. Telltale sign of a struggle. Yep, we knew that too. Jesus H. Christ. How does the door handle? How about that door handle? I guess we missed that one. See? That's why you should leave this to professionals. We know to check for prints. You found prints? That's great. Well, not exactly. The handle was wiped clean. Smells like the killer cleaned it with the whiskey. The alcohol must have been acted as a solvent. Very effective solution. So let me get this straight. The only new thing you found is where the fingerprints used to be. Look, it's not about who found what. It's about coming to the right conclusions. And that takes experience, expertise, and intuition. You want conclusions? We already got 2 suspects, Bobby Price and Ryan Blackstock. Is that so? What's your evidence against Bobby? The hip flask. We found this hip flask backstage. It contains the same whiskey we found at the crime scene. Also heard that Bobby Price has a drinking problem. Interesting. Needs more evidence to back it up, but it's a good start. What about your other suspect? What's that Silver Spoon Blackstock kid have to do with this? Ryan Blackstock was seen arguing with Dick this afternoon. Not much on its own, but he also signed a check today for $50,000. Bodies have a nasty habit of showing when there's that much money at stake. And Ryan isn't exactly trustworthy. Oh? You know him? He's my ex-husband. He's also manipulative and an ass. I'm going to assume he picked that up from you. What can I say? He's a fast learner. Okay, I'll admit, you found a couple of good leads. I'll follow up on them as soon as I finish my report. Can't we at least keep looking for more evidence? No way. You're lucky I don't arrest you for interfering with the investigation. Now get out of here, will you? I can't afford any more liabilities. The captain's got me under a microscope on this one. Yeah, fuck that. We're gonna go into the back room. I thought I told you leave you alone. You know, you're starting to become predictable, detective. You're starting to become a real pain in my ass. Do you want something, or are you just here to bug me? Yeah. Honor's mother dropped her bag in here earlier. We'd like to look for it. Your mother, huh? Yeah, her bag. That's why we're here. Alright, but do it quietly. I got paperwork to finish. Thinking, Scout. Since when do you know how to lie like that? One of the many things I learned from those detective movies, along with the snappy one-liner subroutine I mentioned earlier. You'll have to show me later. Right now, we'll better look around for clues before Cross realizes what we're really doing in here. Actually, I'm out of curiosity. What happens if we talk? Do we have to? Snowed under with paperwork here. Didn't your mom want her bag back? What happens if we present the photo? Oh, time for your wild guesses right. Oh. Thought he might have like a connection to our dad or whatever. Actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna end that there. Another 2 hours down to this game. I like the murder mystery aspect. The characters are starting to piss me off, but besides that, I don't know. Let's see where this goes. I might stream a little bit later tonight. I don't know what yet. Maybe a little bit of Final Fantasy. But I gotta go get myself